So good morning students, welcome back. Today we'll discuss some questions, okay, MCQ question related to electrostats for JEE NEET examination. Okay students, we'll start the first question. The electric field required to keep a water drop of mass m, small m, to remain suspended when charged with one electron is, we are given four options: mg, mg by e, emg and e by mg. Okay, first of all I'm going to explain the language of this question. We are given a droplet, and it remain in rest, okay, in air. It is possible when we know the very first force acting on that any object, that is its own weight, F equals to mg, that works downwards. But this water drop remains suspended, okay, in air on condition another force F equals to QE, that is called electrostatic force, that works in upward direction, opposite to it. On balancing state, weight will equals to electrostatic force. So QE equals to mg. Okay. Now students, we are given that when charged with one electron, this droplet is given the charge equivalent to one electron, and we know the charge of electron is E, represented by small e, okay, mg. So he's asking what should be the electric field. So it will be mg by E. So how much electric field required? Okay, that is mg by E, so that the droplets remain in rest in air, that is mg by E. So which one is the correct option? Yes students, option B is the correct option, mg by E. So now students, question number second. A charge of magnitude 3e, 3 times of electron, either proton, and mass 2m is moving in an electric field E, vector E. The acceleration imparted to the charge is, okay, the acceleration imparted to the charge is, we are given four options, okay, 2 capital E small e by 3m, 3 capital E small e by 2m, 2m by 3e e, and 3m by 2e capital E small e. So again, find students, first of all we'll find force on charge particle, okay, F equals to QE, that is called electrostatic force. We know how much charge is given, charge Q, a charge of magnitude 3, so we are given charge like 3 times of E and capital E, okay students. But we have to find acceleration. So what should be the acceleration? As force by mass, okay, how much force by, suppose capital M, mass will take as capital M, okay. Now students, how much force are given? We are given force as 3 small e capital E, okay, and what should be the m? Mass we are given as 2m, here we'll write 2m. So what should be the acceleration? Okay, that is 3 small e capital by 2m. So check the option students, 3 small e capital E by 2m. Which one is the correct option? Option B is the correct option. This will be the acceleration, okay, imparted to the charged particle. Question number third. We are given as a particle of mass m and charge q is placed at rest in uniform electric field E, vector E, and then released. The kinetic energy attained by the particle after moving a distance y will be, we are given four options: q square ey, qey, qe square y, and qe y square. Look students, first of all I'm going to explain the language of this question. We are given a particle of mass m, okay, and charge q. We are given a charged particle. In the beginning it is in the state of rest, its initial speed will be 0, okay. The kinetic energy attained by the particle, okay, so we can write change in kinetic energy, either increase in kinetic energy by the particle after moving a distance y under the influence of electric field, under the effect of electric field. Change in kinetic energy is always equals to work done. We'll write work done by electric field. Actually, this is a work energy theorem that change in kinetic energy is equals to work done. But here work is done by the electric field. So we'll write work done by electric field. Okay, that is work energy theorem. So change in kinetic energy, either increase in kinetic energy, will be what? Force into distance. Force into displacement. But we'll use the general formula. Suppose force into distance. Okay, simple. Here we know as a force, electric field always exert force on charged particle, that is F equals to QE. Okay, that is called electrostatic force. So here I'm going to write F equals to QE, and this as a distance we are given Y. So S replaced by Y. So what should be the change in kinetic energy or the increase in kinetic energy? QEY. So QEY, which one is the correct option? B is the correct option. Look at question number 4. A charged particle of mass m, small m, and charge q is placed at rest. A uniform electric field vector E. Its kinetic energy after time t will be. We have to find this time kinetic energy. Okay, and we are given the 4 option: 2e square t square by m cube, e square q square t square by 2m, e q square by m 2d square, and e cube m by 2d. So first of all, I'm going to explain the language of this question, students. A charged particle q of mass m. Okay, charge q is placed at rest. Its initial speed will be 0. Okay, now and that is moving under the influence of external electric field. Its kinetic energy. Okay, we know what is the formula of kinetic energy: half mv square. Look at students, kinetic energy is what? Half mv square. Equation first. So what we require actually? We require the final velocity of particle. So by first equation of motion. What is first equation of motion? V equals to u plus at. We know the particle in the beginning, the charge placed in rest. So its initial speed will be what? 0. So V equals to u0. So we'll get at. And what should be the acceleration? Acceleration here we'll write as force by mass. Okay. And force, whenever the charged particle move under the effect of external electric field, the force is said to be electrostatic force. So acceleration first replaced by force by mass, time as it is. Now force replaced as QE, electrostatic force by m and t. This we got the final velocity of charged particle. Initial velocity we are given 0. By the using first equation of motion, we got the final speed. But now we have to find its kinetic energy. Okay, so we'll apply this formula half mv square. So from equation first, kinetic energy is half m as it is. Look, what is v? This is a v square. So that become q square e square t square by m square. M to m square cancel out. So directly I'm going to cut this. So q square e square t square, m to 1 square cancel out, so it remains 2m. So check which one is the correct option: q square e square t square by 2m. Again, option B is the correct. This one is the correct option. So simple. We have to find kinetic energy. So initial velocity 0, that we are given because object in the state of rest. We have to find final speed. So we found by the first equation of motion, acceleration replaced by force by mass. Force is in electric field, QE, electrostatic force, and we got the kinetic energy of particle. Question number 5. For a point charge, okay, the graph between electric field E versus distance R is given by. We are given the 4 option. Okay, for a point charge. So how much electric field generated by a point charge? I'm going to solve here. That is E equals to kq by r square. A point charge. Look at students. A point charge always produce an electric field at certain distance r, that is given by kq by r square. So we'll get E inversely proportional to r square. Okay, when two components are inversely proportional, in that condition, okay, that is square also. So graph should be rectangular hyperbola. Graph should be rectangular hyperbola. This is increasing straight line, negative slope, parallel to the axis. Okay, straight line, and straight line. This is rectangular hyperbola. So which one is the correct option? Yes, option B is the correct option. This one is the correct option on account of this relation, electric field by. Now students, question number 6. A charge is placed plus q at the origin of x and y axis, and this we are given, okay, a sheet, a plane sheet, okay, that is placed in yz plane. This is y axis and this is downwards z. This is placed in yz plane at the distance 2d from origin, at the distance 2d on x axis. He is asking at which point the test charge should be placed. Okay, in that condition, net force on that should be 0. Whenever the net force 0, okay, on any charge, test charge, that will be the equilibrium condition. So let this distance is x. Let the distance is x from the charge plus q of the test charge. When we place it, net force will be 0. So it's asking at which distance the net force between them will be 0. This is the plus charge and this is a charge sheet. Okay, now since this charge sheet is placed in yz plane, this is a yz plane. So now friends, on that condition, force applied by q on q naught, force applied by, we know by Coulomb's law, every charge exerts force on another charge. So force exerted by this charge on test charge will equals to force applied by this sheet on charge by sheet on the test charge q naught. Force between two charge particles, Coulomb's law, k q1 q2 by r square. So we'll take distance as x square. K q1 as q, q2 is test charge q naught, and distance x square equals to, look students, this sheet, this lamina will exert force on this. So this is the charge lamina, okay, having electric field, that will exert force on this test charge, that is F equals to, we can write F equals to QE. So you can write Q naught E. F equals to QE. Okay. This is the force exerted by this lamina charge sheet on this test charge. What is how much electric field by a charge sheet? That is application of Gauss theorem. That electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Where sigma is called surface charge density. Charge lies on unit area q by a is called surface charge density, and epsilon is the permittivity of free space. So E replaced by k q naught by x square, q naught as it is, and electric field replaced by sigma by 2 epsilon. Now what? Q naught to q naught cancel out. What we require? X square. Okay, now transfer x square. It comes kq multiply by 2 epsilon naught. Okay, kq multiply by 2 epsilon naught, and there comes sigma. Okay, when you remove square, it comes 2 q epsilon naught k by sigma. Students, this is not the given answer. Finally, we'll put the value of k. What is k? K is called electrostatics constant, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So look at, I'm going to replace k. Look here, instead k, I'm going to replace 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So QE epsilon naught sigma, and this is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Now students, epsilon naught cancel out. Finally we get, now students, I will remove this portion. X equals to, that is Q, epsilon cancel out, so it remains only Q. Epsilon cancel out, remains only Q. 2 so 4 cancel out 2 times. 2, this is pi, and that's sigma. So which one is the correct option? Check it. Q root Q 2 pi sigma. B is the correct option. This one is the correct option. So at what distance force on test charge, net force on test charge will be 0 in equilibrium condition. This distance should be what? Root Q by 2 pi sigma. Option B is the correct option.